Hey guys, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on my 125 mixed reef, if I can call it that. It's not aquascaped yet, but been doing a lot of cleaning, a lot of moving corals around, a lot of fragging actually. And it's pretty cool. You can actually just start to see some coralline algae growing on the back and on the bottom. But I actually grafted this acro here. I broke a branch off from down below and glued it further up. And then I actually tilted the entire colony last night so it can fit a little better without having to break it all apart. Fragged up a couple other acros that were having some issues. A lot of zoanthids. My big Mama Godzilla bounce right there, and a bunch of the baby Godzillas. Those are doing really well. This little green acropora right here, I'd like to figure out exactly what that is. I got it from Jason Fox 2 years ago at Reefapalooza, and he didn't have a name for it yet, but it's really a really cool piece. My little Walt Disney acro back there, it's starting to color up a little bit more and finally putting on some growth. And yeah, this is, I believe this was my Vino Montipora, but if you look at it here, it looks exactly like the UC disruption there and exactly like the other UC disruption. So, I don't know. They're all gorgeous, but are they different? Yeah, I don't think so. A lot of different zoanthids. My only 2 tangs in here. I only have 4 fish in this tank now. I had 5. I had 2 clowns, 2 tangs, and a scooter dragonette. I'm pretty sure I lost one of the clownfish. It was just failing to thrive, and that's a bummer. I love gorgs. So knobby sea rods and purple candelabras. The purples aren't really colored up though. And kind of a cluster of softies at the moment. I love sinularias. I love this purple nephthia. Just kind of a mishmash of corals in here. That's the 6 foot 125. I'm pretty much done with the algae issue in this tank, aside from, you know, kind of the normal little bit of film algae everybody gets, but I'm really happy to see that coralline taken over. Although I'm not going to be happy when I'm having to feed it all the calcium and alkalinity. Still haven't gotten around to moving all this mess. I have, however, switched over to the Luna racks on half the tank, except for this little frag rack. My WWC bounce mushroom, the OG bounce, is doing really nice. A lot of nice little jawbreakers. Tons of miscellaneous SPS, you know, Spongotes Montes, Setosa Montes, a lot of Hawkins Echinata. Got some little acropores over there and other stuff. Tons of different Montes over here. More bird's nests, Postaloporas, a little bit of everything. I moved my Oregon torts over here. I need to get those other chaos off of them. I also picked up a little watermelon chalice, which is kind of cool. This ORA pink plush acropora has really been putting on some growth. This side of the tank is kind of dirty, but I fragged up all the purple tip hammers, so that's kind of cool. This is the 80 breeder, by the way, the frag tank. But got a nice chunky bit of PC Rainbow or Rose Millipora, and I can't remember what that little acro is. A little Fruity Pebbles tabling acro, and a bunch of new zoes, some Bloodshots, some Charmanders, Awesome Blossoms, Purple People Eaters. Those are so uncommon nowadays. Little Shop of Horrors, a little mix of everything. And my daughter and I actually broke up some Garf Bonsai acro and some Green Slimer acro that was receding last night. And a lot of people just throw those little chunks away, but as you can see behind, it doesn't take that long before they encrust and start throwing up some branches. And yeah, no little piece of acro left behind. But that's the frag tank. Anyway, just a little of what I'm messing around with. Eventually I'll get some rocks and more rocks in here and actually aquascape this a little bit. It's gonna stay bare bottom, but I'm definitely gonna throw some bigger rocks in there, and I want to get all those big Monties and big acros and birds' nests up on the rocks. Kind of like what I've done with the gorgs, just to free up some more space on the bottom to really crank this flow up more. And so across the bottom, I'm just gonna, anything that's left open, I'm just gonna lay down with tiles and just grow some zoanthids on it. So the one thing about this hobby is I think most of us end up being collectors, and I certainly am that when it comes to corals. So the more space I can dedicate to different varieties, the better, I guess. I like green bubble tip. You really just don't see nice green bubble tips anymore, and there's actually 2 of them. There's one on the back, and in there, yeah, you can't see it, but in that box there's 3 Nexus bursts. So, and they're in the same tank. And in this little box over here is a CC Inferno, and that one came from Backwoods Reef. And all in the same system. They're doing really well. So you can see a little shot of, don't mind the dirty glass, I haven't cleaned this end yet. A little shot of different acropores and stuff. Nice little spaghetti sinularia right there in the foreground. One of my favorite leathers. Oh, these are a cool zoanthid right here. It's kind of white and blue. Those are moon glows. Those are really neat. Actually right next to some rainbow infusions. And behind it, the pink diamonds. Those are another favorite of mine. But we get a little of everything. I was telling a friend of mine yesterday, I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to coral. But it is thoroughly enjoying to take little teeny squids of coral, put it on a disc or plug, and just watch this stuff grow over time. Nice big red blastomusa. That's one of my favorite red corals. It's nice mandarin orange those. I got a good amount of everything. Some red Monties. Just, yeah, so much. Well, this is what happens when you have fun growing coral. You break them, and before you know it, you're gluing them down and making more baby corals, and it's fun. Spongotes Monties, these are cool. A little pink Cadillac acropora is encrusting nicely, starting to color up. This doesn't really show it that well. Chucky's Brides, Rasta's behind it, Utter Chaos, Scrambled Eggs. That's the one little piece of green tabling acro I saved as a colony. And the Miyagi Tort. The Blue Hornets, those are really doing well. Electric Oompa Loompas and Pink Diamonds. There's so much. Oh, Pink Bird's Nest. Nobody really keeps that anymore. It's not really colored up because it's at the bottom of the tank, but with that, I've got a nice big colony of Pawnate Bird's Nest. Just a lot of different cool stuff. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys are taking care of your tanks. I hope you guys are enjoying this amazing reef hobby. I know I certainly am. I come down to my basement every day, multiple times a day, and I just look at these corals and I just enjoy it, have fun. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, and happy reefing, and goodbye, guys.